have you ever wondered that whatever you place in the market, I mean, if you place a buy trade, it goes against you, and then you place a sell trade, it still goes against you, and then you talk to yourself that the market is looking at me and they don't want me to make money, these people are trading against you. Or maybe you're like, the brokers are looking at your stop losses and they are just trying to hit your stop loss, and the price move back in your direction. I'm sure some of you have got this thought, because I used to think like that as well when I was beginner in my trading days. And what I used to do, I place a buy trade. What happened is it goes towards the sell side. Then I was like, the market is bearish, let's place a sell trade. It goes towards the buy side. Now a similar thing has happened this week. I placed two trades, a buy, it goes down, and then we have a sell condition. I place a sell, it goes back up. Now in this situation, you can possibly do two things. Either you just get angry and start to do revenge trading and blow up everything you have in your account, or you start doubting on to your strategies, and then you change your strategies, and what happens is you will end up nowhere and you just go moving in the circles again and again. So in this weekend's video, I'm going to show you how I had a losing streak after a winning streak from last 3 months. We've been having some nice badass trade in the priority group from last couple of weeks, and remember, these are not the only trades I send in the priority group. I take my personal trades, but I use the exact same method, exact same conditions what I send in the priority group, what I show in my YouTube videos, and I use the exact method to take my personal trades. So that is what I'm going to show you, how I had a losing streak of trades, and then how I managed my emotions and how I was able to get the other trades with conditions and I did not get panic. So the first part of the video is going to be very beneficial for you, very informative for you if you want to learn the trading in more depth, and if you want to improve your trading psychology and how to deal with the losses. If not, you have already seen the timestamp at the start of the video. If you want to skip it to the analysis part of the video, is totally up to you. So let's start with this pair. So USD CHF, I have taken this first trade right here with this bullish engulfing pattern, price that is trending higher, right? So everything is going with my analysis. Then we had a nice bullish engulfing pattern that happens above 50 EMA and it's also above 20 EMA. So added confluence, a good uptrend. Now I entered here somewhere here at the better price. It was 30 pips position, not a big one, but we had a condition. So at this point, the price was about to hit my take profit right here and quickly fall. So that was a heartbreaker. And then what happened is price broke below 50 EMA. Now, if you know my rule, I only take sell trades when the price breaks and close below 50 EMA, but I do not enter my trades blindly. What I look at the conditions. Now, if I see a condition below 50 EMA to enter a sell trade, nothing can stop me to enter because this is my tested strategy. Now, what do we have right here after the break below 50 EMA? We had a pullback and a nice bearish engulfing pattern, and as you can see what happens, the price quickly shoots back up and it gone up to my take profit right here, almost there, and hit a stop loss here, hit a stop loss here. So the analysis was perfectly fine. It is nothing wrong with my strategies because this can happen in trading, and I already had a winning streak from last couple of weeks, so I have no complaints. Now if you are a beginner, you'd be like, now these people are looking at my trades and they are just hitting my stop loss and then pushing the price back to my points and they are not letting me make money. Now this is not something the professional traders thinks like. Professional traders, they are always under the risk. If their stop loss is hit, that's fine, then they enter with a condition. So we enter the trades with a condition. Now of course I feel bad, of course I'm human beings, I also feel bad after two losing trades in a row, and then what happened is I took another trade right here. So everything is going with my analysis, a good uptrend, price is recently broken above in a new trend on higher time frame. We had a nice double bottom pattern right here, price is pushing up. I was expecting a price to head higher, and with that we had a nice conditions like bullish engulfing pattern, a decent trade of 40 pips. So what happened is the third trade hit my stop loss right here. Now instead of doing revenge trading after hitting my stop loss or not placing my stop loss and hoping the price will head higher, instead of that I accept my loss and move on to my next trade. Now every week I send the zones to my members, this major area of value, and if the price hit my major area of value, I start to look for my conditions. And the week before last week I've sent this zone to my members. Let me show you that. Right here, as you can see on the screens, I've already sent these zones to the members, and this was a zone sent on 21st of August to my members, and this is the only pair that managed to hit my area of value. Otherwise, I was just waiting for my counter trades. Now remember, when the price is in between my counter trading zone, I take my pullback trades, something like this, and if once the price hit my zone, which happened this week right here with this nice bearish engulfing pattern, that is also a double top, we have a divergence in the RSI. So analysis is going perfectly fine. Now I enter my trade right here. Now what happened is I have a hit of take profit of 73 pips. Now if you remember, I've shown you my losing trades right here. So if you remember the condition, what condition are you looking at? Price is above 50 EMA. We have a nice condition of bullish engulfing pattern, nice uptrend. Now at this point, if I start to doubt on my strategies, I wouldn't be taking other trades according to my rules. But I trust my strategies. I will never change my strategies. I will only optimize my pair. And the next trade I want to show you, I've taken with the exact method you see here that hit my stop loss. Right here, as you can see, price has broken above 50 EMA. Right here, we had a pullback followed by bullish engulfing candle right here. So this was my entry, and it was about to hit my stop loss, but it didn't. It pushed back up, and then it hit my take profit. So exactly the same condition above 50 EMA with bullish engulfing pattern, and I've entered my trade with the exact stops and target, and that hit my take profit. So the point is, I did not change my strategy. I did not get scared of entering this trade again, because whenever I see these conditions, I will enter again and again. Now I want to show you the bearish trade as well. So I want to show you my losing trade first. Right here. So what do you see here? Our price broke below 50 EMA. We had a bearish engulfing pattern that hit my stop loss. Now I want to show you the exact condition here on my winning trade right here. So what do you see? Exactly the same condition. Price broke below 50 EMA. We had a nice downtrend. We had a pullback that happened below 50 EMA, followed by swing high bearish engulfing pattern. So exact condition for sell trades, the one I've just shown you, the losing one. Now this is the winning trade, and I've saw this condition and I've entered this trade. Now just to let you know, these two trades I've not sent in the priority group. That is why I always say it is not a signal groups where you get tons of signal. I want you guys to learn from these conditions and read the description what I send you with the trade alert, so that you understand how you can take the trades in the financial market on your own, rather than just relying on buy or sell signal and trade blindly. And I'm always here to help and guide. If you have any questions, any confusions, you can always ask me, Omar, if I'm taking a right trade or not, and in that case I can help you with that, so that you can able to take your own trading decisions rather than relying on someone or a signal provider. So now you know how the trading can mess up with your head if you do not have a right mindset. Having a right mindset in trading is very important, because if you do not have a right mindset in the first 3 losing trade, you'll be placing every single thing in one trade. Now this trade I've just shown you right here, let's say you have entered your 4th trade after a losing trade. Let's say you entered here. Now when the price pushes lower, and let's say you have placed 80% of your account balance. Now tell me, you wouldn't be able to make it to the stop loss. You might be stopped out here, and then price would have pushed up in your direction. And now tell me, how bad would you feel? Of course you will feel so bad. That could have been a winning trade, but just because you did not care about your risk, you did not care about your lot size, you placed everything just to do a revenge trading in a single trade that could have been a winning trade, rather than you just stopped out without even hitting your stop loss and price just pushed up. So that is why it is very important to stay under your risk. If you have your own tested strategy, make sure do not change that. Doesn't matter if you have a losing streak, doesn't matter if you have 4-5 losing trades in a row. I had times when I had losing trades in a row and some bad months in a row, but I still managed to come out in less or low profit, or sometime at a break even. So this was a lesson I want to give you. I hope you got a value out of this, and I hope you have learned something out of it and implement that in your trading. Improve your trading psychology and do not do revenge trading. Eliminate your greed factor, eliminate your anger when you are trading. Emotions are something we do not need if you try to become a professional and profitable trader. So with that being said, let's start our analysis, starting with nat gas, gold, silver and crude oil. So what do we have? Right here, a nice push up. As mentioned in my last video, it is not an engulfing candle. If you see, this candle has not fully engulfed from the bottom, and that is why I was not calling it as a bullish engulfing candle, but that is a good bullish candle right here. And if you follow me from a couple of years, and you would have used the fib tool from the break of the zone right here, and then a buffer zone, 25% retracement to 50% retracement is my buffer zone, price push down and then hit 1.618 retracement target for aggressive traders. So that was the push was expected, and price just made a new high as well. So still in an uptrend. So now what I'm expecting from net gas, as you can see, the price just made a new high. All I want to see another red candle followed by a bullish engulfing pattern. If we have that, and which is very likely, we might see this type of price action. If we have that, we are very good to go long, and targets can be again 180. If you want to manage it, your first target is 180, and then your second target can be these wicks right here. Now, if the price open above in gap, that is fine. We still need to look for a pullback followed by bullish condition. Or if the price open below in gap, that is totally fine as long as we are above 50 EMA and we get a red and green candle, an engulfing candle, we are good to go long. If you look at this bullish engulfing candle, that is not a valid signal. It invalidates one of my rules. So even though the price has pushed up after that, I wouldn't have entered this as my pullback entry. So for my pullback entry, we have now some rules met, and now I'm waiting for the price to give us a next candle as a bullish engulfing candle. Let's say if the price opens normally without any gaps and next candle close as a bullish engulfing candle, in that case we are still good to go long, and we still have a buy signal. Looking at the fact the price made a new high with a wick, and we have a pullback now with two red candles. Now I want to see another good bullish engulfing pattern. We can get a signal here, or we can get some drop to 50 EMA, hit of 50 EMA, and then a signal here, and once we have a signal, we are good to go long. So these are the conditions I'm looking at for net gas. Only pullback trades, not taking any counter trades. Counter trades are only at the zone which is right up there in red. In case you missed this zone, which is 3.004, goes up to 3.092, from where I will enter my sell trade with conditions like bearish engulfers or my double top entry condition. Now, if you ask me if you are getting a head and shoulder pattern, yeah, that can be a head and shoulder pattern on larger time frame. But now if I see a condition here, I'll still go long, because the head and shoulder pattern can still play out within this termination zone. So price can still push up within this termination zone, and that push up will be enough to take our profits from buy trades, and then we can see a next condition. That is why it's very important to keep your stop loss and take profit both when placing your trade. So for now, I don't want to confuse you. Just look on 4-hour time frame and look for the condition I've just mentioned. That is something we need to look for long term, and once we have a condition, I will also inform that accordingly. So keep an eye here for your conditions. Here on Oanda, as you can see, we had a new high, and after that we had a bullish engulfing pattern. But that again is not one of my condition, but that still pushed the price high. Now again, I want to see maybe a hit of 50 EMA followed by bullish engulfing pattern. Once we have that, we are good to go long and keep on taking longs as long as price is making new higher highs with the pullback, and keep on taking longs until the price hit the zone above, which is 2.961, goes up to 3.063, from where we'll enter my sell trade with conditions like bearish engulfers, double top, or 382 candle, inverted hammer, whatever you want to call it. So keep looking for that. I'm still bullish for net gas as long as we are above 50 and 20 EMA, not taking any sell trade, just looking for buy conditions. Next one, we have gold. So let's see what I've said in my last video so that you can understand conditions and entries. So as you can see, we are now getting a nice pullback. I'm still expecting a good pullback, hit of 20 EMA, and then a possible push up from 20 EMA. So what I want to see, hit of 20 EMA followed by a bullish engulfing pattern. Now if I see an entry here, I'll take my trade here. If we have a fall to 50 EMA and I see a condition here, I'll take my entry here. So what I want to see, a good pullback followed by a bullish engulfing pattern above 50 EMA. Wherever I get that, I will take my long trade. Nice one. So with that, what do you see? A good bullish engulfing pattern that happened above 50 EMA, happened above 20 EMA as well. Now a good example of pullback entry, we had a nice swing low bullish engulfing pattern. That is your entry. And what is the ATR of this candle? 5, and the target of $7 has been hit. If you have gone 1.2 to 1 risk to reward ratio, that could have gone up to 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio as well if you would have managed this trade. So that is how we enter the trade with condition. Now we have a good pullback. The price is now in the process of a pullback after making a new high. Now it can hit 50 EMA, that is likely. After that we can get another bullish signal. Once we have a bullish signal, that bullish engulfers, in that case I'm still going to take long trades as long as price is making new highs. I'm not going to take any sell trade, and as long as we are above the both EMAs. Until when? Until the trend is bent. And where does it bend? It bends here right at the red zone, which is 1965.65, goes up to 1981.04, from where I look to enter my sell trades with bearish engulfers, double top or inverted hammer. So keep looking for that, only buying, and I'm expecting a price to head higher. All I want to see another condition, as we already have a take profit hit. Now new high, I want to see a good pullback, another bullish engulfer, and keep on taking longs. Right here on silver, what do we have? Price is now still above 50 EMA and not broken completely below 50 EMA. We only had one candle here and one candle closed below this zone. So if we have another red candle with a good momentum below 50 EMA, only then I'll start to look for my sell condition, a retest of 24.20 possibly, and then bearish engulfer, and keep on taking short. So if we have a next candle as a bullish engulfer, in that case we have a good signal, a buy signal, and as you can see the first candle has closed above 50 EMA. We are still good to go long if the next candle closed as a bullish engulfing candle. So keep looking for that. Once we have a condition, we are good to go long, short only once we have a good momentum below 50 EMA, and then we're going to take sell trades. Last one, crude oil has massively pushed higher, broke above this area of value, and as you can see we did not get any strong signal right here at the zone. This bearish engulfing candle is not a strong bearish engulfing candle because it looks like a pin bar right here, and a better entry would be a bearish engulfer that fully engulfs the previous candle including the wick. So it did not include the wick here. That can be a valid signal but a weak signal. If you see here, that also did not fully engulfs the previous candle, but again that can be a valid signal but a weak signal. A strong signal, I want to see a complete bearish engulfing pattern. Now price is broken above, and at this point I've plotted my Fibonacci tool. Now I'm expecting a good pullback. Now from this candle we can use the upper level of support area right here, and then we can expect a pullback to 50% retracement right here. Now if you are aggressive trader, that can be your buy limit order, and then your target can be 1 ATR. ATR is 0.6, less than $1 will be your targets, the initial targets, and then you can manage it further 1 ATR till it hit 1.618 retracement. So only looking for buy trades now. All I'm expecting a good pullback. It can also pull back to the recent zone if you are not an aggressive trader. Then after a pullback above 50 EMA, look for bullish engulfer, or once we have a hit of the zone that has been broken, which is 82.11, goes up to 83.72, from where you want to see a good bullish engulfing candle or a 382 candle or a pin bar, whatever you want to call it. So that is what I'm looking at. Again guys, trading without stop loss can be very risky. Imagine you entered here without any reason right here, and then that would be a lots and lots of stress if you have not placed your stop loss, or if you have just entered without any condition. So for now the zone has broken, resistance is broken, now will act as a level of good support. Either we get an aggressive entry, 50% retracement with a pullback, or less aggressive way, a pullback of few candles followed by bullish engulfer or hit of the zone and then a formation of bullish engulfing candle. Then we are good to go long. So only buying for crude oil until the price hit the next level above, which I'm going to mention in my next video. So before I end this video, I want to let you know that I'll be starting live sessions for members only very soon. I'm getting my new website done, so you'll have a special members area where you will get the streams over the weekend, what to expect next week, and if you have any questions. So I'm going to do that on a regular basis just for members. I'll be also doing on my YouTube channel publicly, and you might see a price to go higher in next couple of weeks because I'll be adding live stream here just for members. And if you have already joined the standard plan with the same price, it will not affect anything. You'll be added automatically in the live streams. But if you join through my partner broker, everything here you see will be free, including the live streams. Links are in the description. Once you join through my partner broker, do not forget to use the links below and DM me on Instagram once you join, and the minimum deposit requirement is 1K if you join through my partner broker. So that's it for commodities guys. I hope you're getting value, and I hope you have learned something from the first part of the video and can implement in your trading so that you can trade more efficiently without any sort of emotional involvement in your trading. So if you got a value, hit a like button for me. If you're new, subscribe so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome weekend. Take care.